Hi there, and welcome to Celeb Hut. One thing about MoneyBagg is he will undermine Ari, and you can wager that he will be chaotic about it. He got busted for undermining Ari Fletcher once more, and it seems like Hare has at long last had enough of these swindling jokes since word on the road says she's unladed him like a hot potato. However, on the off chance that this is muddled enough, there are reports that the lady that he cheated with on her was, as a matter of fact, his child mother, succulent, delicious as uncovered back four. Connecting with her and all that freaky stuff in the event that you get my meaning, and Ari hauled back for rottenness over this embarrassment. Things are going to get truly hot when I kept it G, however, I just kept it G. Like, better believe it, you realize I did that. I'm sorry, child. You understand what I'm talking about. I committed errors, you understand what I'm talking about. Those was then, are you sorry? Cause individuals folks say, I'm sorry, they be sorry. Truly, I'm truly sorry. And it got captured. No, precisely you, all Ari Fletcher and her man MoneyBagg. You're once again at it once more, and from the vibes of it appears as though Pac undermined Ari for the millionth time, and she is hauling him for Phil now on the off chance that you've been following the show between these two. Then you likely realize this isn't whenever that Pac first has undermined Ari in light of the fact that he's known for being a cheat. He's bamboozled on various occasions with various ladies, yet this isn't shocking, right? Since he's a rapper. And you all know these rappers and competitors be wilding in these roads, attempting to get with however many ladies as they could. They at any point get a minimal expenditure, finish a little work, and figure they can pull anyone. However, Ari normally ignores all that, yet things reached a crucial stage last year when she at long last parted ways with Pac. Since he just couldn't start thinking responsibly, she tweeted, I had a long close to home day, yes. Today I cried a ton, yet I felt quite a bit improved after I let it out. I really wanted that, no second thoughts or bad sentiments. I'm appreciative for my life and everyone individuals in it. I've had to deal with so a lot, and I've made significant progress. I got a lot more life to live. I'm prepared. She later affirmed the separation when she tweeted cheerful, paid, and single, geared up for whatever new. However, the fresh insight about the separation spread like quickly, and it was obvious to everybody why that MoneyBagg had pushed as of now as far as possible with his consistent tricking. We should be genuine. He is a rapper, and finding one without a conning embarrassment is extremely difficult at first. Both Ari and Pac kept quiet about these reports. However, things got untidy at the point when a lady approached guaranteeing that she had been associated with Sack while he was still with Ari. She guarantees Pac had gone behind Ari's back, with her adding more fuel to the fire. This is so entertaining. As a matter of fact, to MoneyBagg, while he was dating AR, what? Yes, his homeboy resembled gracious. He needs your number, and I'm like, okay. So I got his number, and we heading up that very day, like, come through this evening. We're hosting a little get-together, and I slide through, and I was tanked horny. You know we no apartment suite, you all discussion about a humiliating second before the side piece emerged. To spill her story, Ari had been attempting to turn what is going on, discussing how terrible might have never have undermined her since she wasn't the sort of lady to get undermined and all that yet. One of the side pieces approached, and there was no denying the way that Sack did cheat, and Ari at last needed to confess all. I said a final farewell to that mother. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, I did, cause he had me say. She additionally affirmed these duping bits of gossip, yet asserted that it didn't have anything to do with the separation. Like that entire thing, it wasn't necessary to focus on, like no cheating or like no having to do with no other person, like it was something like exclusively among me and him, as it didn't have nothing to do with, except for we should be genuine here, Ari, no one purchased that anecdote about their separation having nothing to do with his conning. It was impossible to miss. She was simply attempting to save face and keep away from the shame of being undermined in the wake of boasting about how Pac is never going to undermine her and that she was his all in all. Yet shock, she wound up requiring Pac back after 2 or 3 weeks. They did the situation about putting the previous behind them and moving on, and yakety yak. You know how it goes. Pac even did an entire meeting about it, happening about how sorry he was and the way that he didn't intend to hurt AR and whatever blah in the meeting. He asserted Ari is the best one for himself, and the amount he adores her very much. Like, still through the general mishmash, I just was persuaded. Like this, the one for me, like she like this. My homeboy like this. My canine like it's affection, a companion, like all that entire relationship. Like going to let you know, like brother, you lying, like that's lying, don't do that. He additionally discussed how Ari can't stand it when he makes her look Silly, all the impression of one another so she don't believe that you should go out and do no ridiculous look ridiculous. You know saying this going to consider her she most likely got a you up. Is it just me? Or is it sort of peculiar that he realized that he would have rather not humiliated her like that? Yet he actually went on to do the one thing that she dreaded the most, yet he didn't stop there, since he then uncovered that Ari didn't take the fresh insight about his undertaking great. And what exacerbated it was the way that she determined from another person, and not him. How could she handle that? You realize she ain't take that well. She ain't take that will, however it got, and it got insane too. It get more insane, like it's different, like when you accomplish something, then it resembles gracious. You did it, okay, however, at that point it's unique, like when when you have an individual called him, and attempt to let them know all that as he did this, and he was doing it. Did you realize he did? You had any idea this, so they made it even more terrible on her life. He then uncovered that he needed to manage his treachery issues, and that Ari was strong of him, and was a sight. Sting him with managing it. You understand what I'm talking about. I need to work through it and overcome it, and she with it. And she assisting me with my you. Understand what I'm talking about. Assisting me with my using ye. Working do it, that is the reason I rock with her so extreme, cuz he resembles okay, I get it. I comprehend. You understand what I'm talking about. I don't need to allow it to reoccur. Don't allow this for you to feel like our life. This won't be our life. Don't take me up through there yet. I do see now with the manner in which he sounds it in that video that you believe that he was at absolutely no point ever going to take a gander at one more lady in the future. Scout's honor, yet listen, it was just a brief time before he was discovered cheating and as of now went off his alley piece. Day on Twitter blaming her for attempting to take her man now. Somebody on D's Twitter course of events tweeted Ruby Rose gives she lay under men all day and ask I don't realize Day answered this expression. She ain't the only one cause my hands generally out now. Individual sort of perceived her answer to imply that she was cool with taking others' men, and this expressed Ari off making her hammer. Dewi was saying your hand was generally out too, and we should discuss it, yet Ari brought down the tweet. After 2 or 3 minutes, yet individuals immediately put 2 and 2 together to acknowledge what she was doing. Dewey was not going to withdraw from that battle, so she began retweeting obscure stuff that fans deciphered as shade to Wari. Said you need to leave a man alone. A man won't ever leave the way that honeybees imagine. That is a flex is so peculiar. I haven't met a honeybee that lowered me yet, and no bee might at any point. I won't ever show my hand to make any statements. Simply know the score ain't even save mine. Twist his beat clearly and wrong, now you look dumb. I can't stand no sluggish backtalk lady, particularly when they more established than me, and I don't post snowman ain't no telling everything they be saying. You all inflatable head honeybees, you all getting concealed by your man's side piece is humiliating, particularly on the grounds that D made a few strong focuses terrible continually may as of now look terrible. However, she was simply herring to stick next to him. And you all pack had previously battling for her life around here, and it wasn't the new side pieces that she needed to battle, since there were reports that Sack was purportedly turning the block with every one of his tomahawks, particularly his child mom. Delicious. In the event that you've been staying aware of Ari and Sack's exciting ride relationship, you presumably realize that Succulent has consistently been an extremely large issue. She has 3 children with Sacks, and judging by her web-based jokes and remarks, it's unmistakable that she's not exactly over him. And the way that pack moves, it doesn't appear as if he's over her yet either. However, for clear reasons, she detested this when she went on Young Miami's digital broadcast. Keisha, please add all IP to that web recording. She ridiculed Succulent for attempting to spread the account that Sack was still into her, and guaranteed that Pack couldn't have ever anything to rehash with Delicious. Carry on like she's going with him, then she doesn't. She made my child daddy prefers Mario actually sliding as such. Or is there no young lady when they said one time yet? He was a pimp. He was pimper. Or is he actually? That is what individuals say. I have barely any familiarity with that. Mario was pimping the young lady. She had to bring the cash. I don't know now, but you all know that Succulent loves the show. And she demonstrated this when she quickly see LA back at Ari, saying there's nothing left but to chuckle at the BS. I see I'll need to keep calm because I'll go excessively far gracious and ain't no man at any point pimping me slow, young lady. A man will behave as if he couldn't care less about you. Yet he will, in a real sense, kick the bucket on the off chance that you converse with another man. I'm the person who will straight up humiliate a man and make them erase his whole public activity, and I completely accept somebody. Subscribe Celeb Hut for more videos.